Yo, welcome to Simple B. It's your boy P. You know what it is. Hit the subscribe button. Yes, today we have Euroleague Round 1, Day 2, actually. So let's start with the first game, Monaco versus Zalgiris Kaunas. Yes, Zalgiris won the game, and to be honest, they actually dominated the whole game on our away game, which was really impressive since we're talking about Monaco that was a top 4 team last season. And from what I see, it looks like Monaco have kept the same squad from last year. Just I think they added Mirotic, which is a huge addition for that, especially for that team. And of course, they kept the core: Okoro, Mike James, Daniel Tice. All of them look like they're in great shape. But what I was happy about to see Kaunas Zalgiris do in this game was actually that they came out more aggressive, and Lithuania people kind of forget. Lithuania started getting forgotten in this whole basketball landscape, the whole basketball world right now. Everybody can talk about, of course, Serbia probably the strongest culture, or Spain, France, those popular countries. But Lithuania basketball has always been a really strong basketball culture. As y'all saw, the coach of the year was a Lithuania coach for a reason. But yeah, Francisco Silva, he was basically playmaking, orchestrating the whole first half. Like, he looked really sharp. You can tell that he just came off that Eurobasket 2025. And you're playing against Mike James that people can argue that he's one of the best overseas basketball players or overseas point guards in the world right now. So yeah, you got something to prove every time you go against him, and he did that. I'm not sure if he was the player of the game, but I can tell you that much, that he was the point guard of that game. Like, he was really playing well. He dominated the first half for sure. So what do I think about Monaco? I mean, we can look at this as, you see, these EuroLeague games, it's not like you can afford to throw away games. That's why it's something that we all need to understand right away, that there is no relaxing, there is no easing into it like an NBA season, for example. Like, when you watch an NBA season, we all know after the Christmas break, that's when basically everything gets going, or everybody gets going, or some star players get, find more rhythm. You can tell from January. But here is EuroLeague, you can't afford that. It's gotta be from the jump, straight off the gate. And so Monaco, there is no room for error for them, because I believe Monaco actually had a better squad, player for player. They're supposed to be better. I mean, their coach too. But for some reason, it felt a little sloppy. Like, it felt like they were cruising for some. I don't know why they were cruising, but that's the feeling I got, because that game shouldn't be. The game's not supposed to look the way it looked yesterday. If you look at the end result, it's going to look like it was a close game, which it got to at the end. That's what surprised me, that Zalgiris. So that's a huge red flag, the way they almost threw away that game, because it actually surprised me. They were up 15 points when it was 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left, you're up 15, and when it's 1 minute left, it's a 4-point game. That's not supposed to happen. Like, I understand that teams are that good. If you relax for a second, that you're gonna basically be in a position to losing a game. But or a team can go on a 10-0 run just like that, which they did. So, and it started off there. I think that what really gave that run a life was when Diallo dunked on somebody. I don't know who he dunked on, but the way he dunked that, the way he got that dunk, all of a sudden, poster gave them extra life. That's when you kind of confirmed that, we got something. But yeah, but other than that, listen, congrats to Zalgiris. Happy for them. Like, you gotta get all the wins you can get early. So, and they got that one on our way to go in your first game. I think the squad is kind of new. They got many new additions. I think the best player Francisco Silva. He had a great game, but the top player of at least who they named was Moses Wright. He had a great game. Like Zalgiris got an interesting squad because they got a bunch of shooters, and the few athletes that they got are really athletic guys. So it's gonna be interesting moving forward. Let's see how they play on Friday. I think I don't know who they're playing, but it's gonna be interesting. Monaco, Mike James, you know what it is. It would be nice to see you grab another MVP or something. You see Kendrick Nuns right now. He's showing he's on another level, and you're a former NBA player too. So it would be nice to see you go back to that. But I don't know what's going on. But shout out to Mike James. You know what it is. We're gonna see a bunch of Mike games through the season anyway. So, second game, Paris, Fenerbahce. These two teams is starting to turn into some rivalry from the playoffs since Fenerbahce knocked them off the playoff, and you can tell when they started off like this. Both of these teams they got some sort of hatred since, especially the way Fenerbahce beat Paris last year. But Fenerbahce look good, man. Fenerbahce, we know they're reigning champs. Came in like reigning champs, played like reigning champs. Most of the game, they looked like they were kind of like Paris couldn't really hang with them. Like Paris didn't look like, it looked like two different levels to be honest. And it's understandable. Coach of the year, you got the same squad. You only basically switched out your best player, what's his name, Nigel Hayes, but you got Taylor Horton-Tucker, which I believe he might be a better player. But I'm not sure. That's up to y'all to debate. But listen, Taylor Horton-Tucker, he just played with LeBron. He's a former NBA champ, and he was supposed to have a promising NBA career, but for some reason, it didn't click. Why it didn't click, who knows? He's actually a clutch sports client. That says a lot. Or he just felt like, you know what, let me just get back to follow this new European wave that keep going, that we got right now with Kendrick Nunn. There's a lot of NBA players this year. And Taylor Horton-Tucker, congrats on his Euroleague debut. He did a great job. Great game, consistent, and we're gonna see more of him for sure. But for Paris got a new remodeled team. They got a whole new team, man. We all know last year was all TJ and Hiffy. But this year you can tell it's more of a team. I mean, they still kept some players like Quattaro. It was nice to see him play more, for example. And I think, to be honest, I don't know the squad like that, but at least from what I remember last year, he's one of the key pieces that's still in the team. Tyson Ward is gone. A bunch of players. Basically, the whole starting five is gone when we think about it. But they look more like a team now, which is good. And let's hope they have some success. But they need to pick it up. But for many stretches through the game, they didn't look like they belong. But they got some electric players on that team for sure. So when they get going, they get going. Shout out to Hiffy. We know what it is. Like Hiffy looked like, I don't know where to start when it comes to Nadir Hiffy. He was the best player for sure. And he looked like, he had some Steph Curry things going on this game, and he was doing that with a bad knee. You can tell that, I don't know basically if that injury came from training camp or whatever, but he had his knee taped. So it wasn't playing like that. Still, the way he was hitting, those shots he was hitting versus Fenerbahce was like, he proved that he's on another level. And he proved he actually improved more than I expected him to improve through the summer. Maybe because he was around the national team. I mean, the France national team, at the end of the day, is a top national team in the world. So practicing with those guys every day, you're supposed to learn something. But I don't believe he should be your number one scorer or your number one option. Let's put it that way. That's the way it looked like. You can tell that Paris didn't have anything really going, and when they didn't have anything going, they knew like he was the guy. That's the guy they was running with yesterday. I mean, I'm happy for him, but I don't believe we're talking about EuroLeague at the end of the day. I don't believe he's the guy that's supposed to carry the team. With that said, we're not gonna dwell too much on those stuff. I mean, it's still a first game. It's first game for Fenerbahce. It's first game for Paris. But yeah, hey, listen. I mean, if you go down 0-2 this week, all of a sudden you're in a little hole. So I mean, everything goes quick. I mean, if you want to be a top 10 seed, you're gonna need to grab at least 1-1 every week, right? So. And now since we got Dubai in the mix, Valencia is back in the mix. Paris, I'm not even sure if they're going to make the playoff this year, to be honest. I don't believe so. I want to believe it. I want to see it. I don't know if I'm rooting for them, but at least listen, since TJ left. But I wish they still find a way to actually keep the team they had from last year, since it was the first year in EuroLeague. Like, it doesn't even make sense for you to come to EuroLeague your first season. You had huge success. After that huge success, all of a sudden you make that big of a switch. Like, you basically remodel the whole team, change the coach, switch out all the main players. Like, what are y'all doing? I don't know if it's a budget thing, because I heard they got money over there, so it shouldn't be a budget thing. But we're going to see. But anyway, listen, EuroLeague Round 1, Day 2. So we're gonna see how this Round 2 goes, which is today, man. So they're moving quick. But y'all know what it is. Hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned. Peace.